Hi, welcome to Sparkling Memory, a place where you can build healthy relationship with food pairs in yourself. And today we're gonna make some simple barbecue wings, nothing too complicated. So here are the ingredients. We have the chicken that's actually gonna get clean, and these are the things we're using: the all-purpose, the chili powder, chipotle powder, smoked paprika, brown sugar, minced garlic paste, adobo with the red cover, that one has in the salt, the Kraft Sweet Honey Barbecue Sauce, some olive oil. And of course, we have the tray and we have the aluminum foil. So these are all the ingredients we'll be using today. So after you're done season, well, once you season, but clean it with your water and your vinegar or lemon or combination of both. Then you want to put in a cupful of the olive oil. I'm going in here with the chili pepper. Next thing, I'm going in with the chipotle powder. A generous amount on your wings. Try this new one everyone's keep talking about on TikTok. Minced garlic paste. I'm still gonna use some garlic powder later on. So I said, well, let me try incorporate and lay something different that everyone keep talking about. That's good. They have the adobo with the red pepper. That one has a little bit of salt along with other spices. You want to make sure your food is well seasoned, and you're gonna add some all-purpose flour. And you're gonna mix everything together. You want to go ahead and get your baking sheet, add the olive oil so the chicken don't stick to the actual foil or the pan, because I like to line it because it's a lot easier when it comes to cleanup versus if I had used one of the racks. If you prefer to use a rack, you can, but it's not a necessary step because I'm just using regular foil paper and some olive oil over it. Because I did it with the olive oil in it so you can have the seasoning stick to the chicken. A lot of times we want to marinate that in a refrigerator and then come back and then you continue the process of cooking. If you do that, you want it to marinate for at least 25 minutes to about half an hour, and then you could do this step when it comes to actually baking the wings. So once you make sure you have each one of them not too close to one another, and have a little space between them, spread them out as much as possible, even if you have to use more than one tray, depending on how many wings you're doing. I'm estimating the amount of wings I'm doing is about 14. So I figure one sheet would have been the best option at this point. Of course, it looks like it has sauce on there already. That's just the seasoning with the oil and the flour, and then it has came like a paste. That's why it looks the way it do. So I wanted to go ahead and pour the excess onto the chicken because I still have the seasoning that you placed on there. So I went ahead and put that onto the wings. Now the next thing I like to do is cover it because we're going to do the baking process. We starting with just the simple part of having the chicken wings cooked. So after being in the oven for about 25 minutes, you see here, I'm actually going to go to the point where I'm going to flip them over. I'm going to add some other seasonings because a lot of times my seasonings get caught up with the sauce and it's not necessary on the chicken like how I would like it to be because I'm still working on mastering my wings. So bear with me. Now, if y'all have a simpler options, let me know in the comment section. I will love that because I don't make a lot of wings. I'm just experiencing it and trying to make it work like I would any other recipe. Now, I'm just flipping them over. I'm going to add my seasoning in just a moment because right now it is looking real white. And I want it to get some color and be fully cooked before it start. Just before it start to get caramelized, I like to add different things and make up the sauce. This is my chipotle and garlic seasoning, and it's a combination of other spices within the McCormick instead of going back to get my chili pepper and my chipotle seasoning. So I just grabbed my McCormick that has a combination of the both seasonings that I already had in there, along with some other things that was placed in there. I'm going in with some garlic powder. Before I used the maize garlic paste, but now using some garlic powder and I put in that on there generously because I want to have a nice flavor to it. And I'm going in with some ground cumin. And I find cumin is really good when it comes to barbecue sauce and bourbon. So I like to incorporate in that along with some smoked paprika. Now, you don't want to stop with smoked paprika, you can always use regular paprika. This is the area where I'm going to make the sauce. I have all the ingredients I'm showing you here. So let's go ahead and get started. We starting with the crab sweet honey barbecue sauce. If you don't have sweet honey barbecue sauce, you can always go with regular barbecue sauce and add some honey. As long as you put more barbecue sauce than the honey, you still get your sweet honey barbecue sauce going. Next I'm adding, that would be my onion powder. I go in with my brown sugar and bourbon seasoning from Grill Mates. Those are nice, especially if you want to caramelize something and give it a nice flavor. It's always great to invest in something like that. Now, if you want a little spicy, you can always add some crushed red peppers to it if you like the heat on your food. But in this case, I don't want to do too much heat or too much seasoning. I'm trying to make mine to the point it caramelized enough for me to enjoy it with all the flavors. So now we had it come out of the oven because when we had put in the oven, after we had flipped them, then we had to put it in the sauce. Now it's in the sauce, then we have to put them back in the oven. This is so you can start the caramelization process. So it will look something like this. A lot of the sauce ran out, so I flipped them over and added more sauce to the top. So next time is Rosita Wrap from Sparkling Memories. Bye bye.